Jennifer Lopez's former besties on the cover of the new issue of Us magazine, and with that comes the expectation that she's gonna blab. And she does. Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and these two used to be inseparable for decades. J-Lo and Leah Remini were besties since the early 2000s. However, fans started to suspect that something was soured, a falling out had happened when Leah did not attend J-Lo's wedding to Ben Affleck. Sad. And why? Why? Well, the former Scientologist, whom I'm a fan of, I really like her, and I love J-Lo. Leah says that after she divorced her husband and J-Lo divorced her husband, quote, we'd text each other loving messages of support. But that's about it. She doesn't tell Us Weekly why she wasn't at the wedding, but she does tell them sometimes you don't talk to people every day like you used to. But that doesn't mean the love is lost. Friendships ebb and flow. That doesn't mean we're at odds. It does, I think. Leah instead insists that she's just in a different place. Quote, I really retreated after leaving Scientology, but also not really wanting to leave the house that much. Understandable, because the Scientologists, if you know the things they do, you know why she'd want to stay home. I started to come out a bit, but was still careful and cautious. I cherish my friendships, and not everybody is meant to be in your life in the way that they were. When you grow out of that person that you were, that doesn't mean that you are at odds with them. I have many friends that I don't talk to every day. That doesn't mean we're at odds. It's just that I'm at a different place, and so are they. At the time, the unofficial reason for Leah's absence from J-Lo's wedding to Ben was that she was busy moving her daughter into college. She also insists, I have friends that are not in the business that are also meaningful. And while she's not close with J-Lo anymore, she could not stop raving to Us Weekly about how close she is with Michelle Visage. But they're at odds, right? They're at odds. Of her relationship with Michelle, my former Celebrity Big Brother housemate, Remini says about the RuPaul's Drag Race judge, quote, Michelle and I talk on FaceTime for an hour every morning. We catch up on what's going on with our bodies. I want to do a podcast with her just because I want her to never have to leave the house and my side. Leah also opens up about some other girlfriends she has, famous ones, that are a lifeline for her, including Holly Robinson, her former The Talk co-host, also Tisha Campbell, Chelsea Handler, and more. She says, I get together with Holly and Tisha and we're on a text chain. There's a side of Chelsea that people don't know. She's one of the most loving and caring people. I mean, she will talk to my daughter, Sophia, for hours. She will go out of her way to visit Sophia in New York. She's known Sophia since she's in diapers, you know? And the same with Michelle Visage. These people have been wonderful. And she explains that it's not about frequency. She says, for my birthday, I'll have dinner and invite people that I haven't seen all year. But that doesn't mean that I don't love them. Julie and Les Moonves, her former other co-host from The Talk. I keep wanting to say The Real because I mentioned The Real recently, last week, for Throwback Thursday. Julie was her co-host on The Talk, and Les was her boss, and Les fired her. And she invites Les to her birthday celebrations? Wow. I'm still not buying this. I don't think you're inviting J-Lo to your birthday, or if you are, she's not going. Because if she did go, we'd see photos, right? What do you all think? Let's discuss it in the comments section.